It was a shocking arrest that shook up a race on the ballot. Republican Randy Kaufman is being charged after a public sexual indecency incident in his truck on a college campus. It was also just feet away from a preschool.
When the allegations became public, Kaufman suspended his campaign, but his opponent in the race for college district board says that suspension was just talk, and for all practical purposes, he is still in the race. Our Brianna Whitney has been following this story. Brianna, Arizonans are used to some political drama, but nothing quite like this.
Yeah, no, this came out of left field for everybody, so much so that by the time his arrest went public, ballots were printed with his name on them and early voting had already begun. But Randy Kaufman himself said he suspended his campaign and could take the steps to make sure votes for him don't count. The thing is, he hasn't.
In a race for a college district governing board that should be focused on candidates and how they'd better the college system, the focus has instead been on masturbation.
It's shocking, and it's shocking to have this be, it's unfortunate that this is what we're talking about in this race.
Kelly Butler is a Democrat running for the Maricopa County Community College District Board against her opponent Randy Kaufman, who earlier this month was arrested for public sexual indecency. You can see in the surveillance footage, Randy Kaufman pulls into a college parking lot in the district he's running for, parks normally, then reparks his car horizontally, now facing in the direction of a preschool with kids outside on the playground just feet away. An officer approaches Kaufman to find him touching himself inside and watching porn. When the officer asked Kaufman what he sees outside, Kaufman said, "The child center, but I didn't notice it until you came up and I got out of my truck." Kaufman announced last week he was suspending his campaign.
The statement he made that he's suspending his campaign is really meaningless. He remains on the ballot and he remains eligible to win if he received the most votes.
The reason why is because he still has not officially withdrawn from the race with the county recorder's office, so any votes for him still count. Many assumed he would have withdrawn after announcing his campaign suspension. On social media, the Republican Party has still been sharing what they call the golden ticket, which still promotes voting for Kaufman in the race.
We have seen photos on social media that they're sharing with those, and they have not removed, of that golden ticket with him on the slate with every other Republican candidate.
I asked the Arizona GOP why he hasn't been removed. They tell me the hard copies of the golden ticket were already printed with his name, but that they have removed it from the digital copies of the golden ticket and told me, quote, "We do not support him. As I said, we removed him from all our golden tickets."
Now, this week, I have reached out to Randy Kaufman countless times, both by phone call and by text message, asking for an interview or even just a statement about any plans to withdraw, and if not, why not? But he has not responded to any of my calls or texts with any explanation. Guys.
So playing this out, let's say
Yeah.
he does win and he decides not to take office or he resigns from office. What happens then?
So Kelly Butler said that's when the Maricopa County school superintendent named Steve Watson would appoint somebody. The concern there is that even though this is a nonpartisan race, Watson is a Republican. So that's where Kelly's concern comes in, is who would he appoint? We just don't know. And that's why she says she's confident with her campaign. She thinks she's going to win. But in the situation, if she doesn't, that's what could happen. Wow. So it's very political, just all the way down the line.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
All right, Brianna, thank you.